She said it over a quiet cup of coffee. "I've fallen for someone else," she admitted, her voice steady, as though she were mentioning a new recipe. "Not dismantling our marriage. I'm moving in with him, with his parents." I stirred my drink slowly once, twice, 3 times, then lifted my gaze to meet hers. "Then all of you need to leave," I replied, my voice calm and even. Her mother blinked, confused. "What?" All 3 were sitting there, my wife, her mother, and her sister, like a migrating flock, packed and ready to fly into someone else's life. I looked at each of them, faces frozen in stunned silence. They hadn't expected that answer. But that's the strange thing about betrayal. Only the betrayer sees it coming. It wasn't always like this. I married Rachel because she felt like peace in a world of chaos. Smart, kind, encouraging, the kind of person who made life seem fair. When her mother spiraled into debt, a mix of gambling and poor financial choices totaling $150,000, I didn't hesitate. I emptied investment accounts, liquidated stocks, and paid it off without a word. Because that's what family does, right? Her appreciation? It lasted barely 3 weeks. Then came the emotional distance. Long showers. Hidden smiles at messages I never sent. The faint scent of cologne I didn't wear. Of course I noticed. I wasn't blind, just patient. I wasn't ignoring it. I was gathering evidence. The crack showed itself on a Wednesday. She left her phone face up for once. A message popped up. "Can't wait to wake up next to you again. Love you." I didn't react. I memorized the number. The man's name was Kevin, mid-30s, unemployed, living with his parents 2 towns away. But he had big dreams. To Rachel, he represented freedom. To me, I was just a platform she used to climb toward someone else. I didn't get angry. I got methodical. Over the next month, I built my case like a prosecutor preparing for trial. Emails, screenshots, GPS tracking logs. Once, I even followed her, watched her enter Kevin's parents' house with an overnight bag, and that laugh she used only when she wanted something. She wasn't just cheating. She was laying the foundation for a new life, on my dime. So I began dismantling hers. Step 1. I transferred all funds from our joint accounts into one under my name only. Legally sound. Clean. I canceled automatic payments, linked to her name, ended her car lease, which of course was under my name. She never noticed. She never checked the finances. Then I contacted the debt collectors I'd once paid off for her mother, asked for a payoff verification. Turns out a few technicalities still tied the loans to her mom. That gave me leverage. I reopened accounts. Not to be cruel, just to bring clarity. They owed me. If they wanted freedom, they'd have to earn it. Next, I met with a lawyer. Ironclad prenup. Signed during our honeymoon phase when love made her agreeable and trusting. I quietly filed for divorce. Then I waited until her mother's debts were legally transferred to me. Until every asset, house, cars, accounts, was secured in my name. When the moment was right, I invited them all to brunch. Told them I had something to share. Rachel smiled like she was already gone. Her mother looked smug. Her sister tapped away on her phone, without looking up. Rachel spoke first. I wanted to say it in person. I've met someone. We're starting a new life together. I gave a small nod. Her mother chimed in. It's for the best. You'll find someone better suited. Then came the real punch. We'll be moving out next week, Rachel added. Kevin and his family will stay here for a little while. They're in transition. I didn't let her finish. No, I said, all of you need to leave today. Her mother blinked. Excuse me? I reached into my bag and pulled out a folder, setting it calmly on the table. This house is mine. Deed, mortgage, all under my name. None of you are on the lease. And you, I turned to her mother, have 30 days to repay what is now legally your debt to me. Rachel's voice sharpened. You're joking. I'm not. Kevin isn't on the lease. Neither are you. As of this morning, utilities and access codes have been revoked. The locks change in 2 hours. You can't do that, her sister snapped. I already did, I said flatly. Rachel stared at me, stunned, betrayed, even. Imagine that. Is this revenge? She asked, voice trembling. No, I said. It's balance. She stormed out, dialing Kevin in a panic, pacing outside while shouting into phone. Her mother sat paralyzed, her face drained of color. I went upstairs and came back with a small box. Your essentials, I said. I figured you'd try to take more than what's yours. Inside, her passport, a few trinkets, her grandmother's ring. The rest stays here until the court decides otherwise. She didn't cry. Rachel never did. But her hands trembled as she took the box. By the afternoon, they were gone. Quiet, defeated. Kevin never came. 2 weeks later, I heard she tried to move in with him anyway. His parents refused. Apparently, they weren't thrilled their son was dating a married woman who had just been financially gutted by her ex. I watched from afar as she struggled, tried to rebuild, but there was no ground left to stand on. I'm not angry anymore. People say revenge is like poison, something you swallow, hoping it harms the other person. They're wrong. Revenge, when cold, isn't toxic. It's pure. It's clarity. It's balance restored. She wagered loyalty for lust. I gambled on silence. And in the end, silence paid out. She once told me I was too calm, too calculating, that I didn't show enough emotion. She was right. And that's exactly why I won.